The market once again is finding its way back towards the upside. We're in a weekend. On the weekends, we do tend to see more manipulation than usual as CME futures are closed. But, if you're looking at the crypto markets, we are looking great once again. A lot of utility projects specifically that are up right now. Link up about 11%, XMR, OKB, Algorand. You guys get the idea. So that is amazing to see, of course. But if you're looking at Hbar right now, it's also up right now, up about 2%, which will definitely take, with the price as of recording this update at about 25.47 cents. So if you're looking at the Bitcoin comparative side of things for Hbar right now, we're also up about 1.5%, valuation at 10.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 200 million, actually below 200 million, and that is a big key takeaway yet again, time in, time out. I've been emphasizing on these daily analysis updates on Hbar that, we're actually seeing the 24-hour trading volume decreasing quite a bit, and yet you're still not seeing the price seeing major volatility. The price actually is holding quite nicely. So sometimes, a decrease in trading volume indicates that, we could see upside, especially when you see, the project consolidating quite nicely, which of course we're seeing happening with Hbar right now. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer for everyone. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's analyze the Bitcoin dominance index here and really understand what's happening with the dominance index. So it's pretty much been pulling down since yesterday morning at 59.89%. And, we have been seeing this downwards trajectory for the dominance, and that's exactly what you want to see happen, of course. But also one thing I want you guys to note is, Bitcoin also is making its way back towards the upside, currently about to retest $118,000 price point. Obviously, we do have significant amount of resistance around the 118. We actually did reclaim above the 118 not too long ago, but I got rejected at that range, as we could see. But just so you know, we did come down to $116,800 not too long ago, but have seen the price of Bitcoin, pick up since then. So of course that's amazing to see, while the dominance doing the complete opposite, actually trickling down. That is a good sign for altcoins, and we can clearly see that based off of what we're looking at the 24-hour price action for the crypto space. Now if you're looking at Hbar right now, slow steady increase. Do not expect explosive moves towards the upside into the 0.50 or the 38.2 instantly, because of the fact that you're still seeing quite a bit low in terms of volume. Of course, we're reacting with Bitcoin right now, but not seeing those explosive moves that, people want to see. But, like I said earlier, it's still consolidating quite nicely just below that key resistance at the 27 cents mark, which again, we don't really want to overlook. I want to show you guys, the price of Hbar on the hourly time frame will make you guys understand better. So pretty much, nice accumulation pattern overall. We're still haven't, invalidated that entire, one thing I'll try to always give you guys key takeaways to, see when you're looking at the price of Hbar or any digital asset. And one big key takeaway for today from today's update is, where does it get invalidated? Where does this upwards trend get invalidated? And, what could be a bearish sign for Hbar? It's pretty simple. If you've guessed it, great. If not, it's below the 61.8. If the price drops below it, that could mean that, bears have in the immediate short term more momentum. But again, that itself is not a small move by any means. That's itself still would be quite a sharp drop, about a 14% pullback from where we currently are, which requires BTC to see a pullback. And I would personally think, Bitcoin would need to see quite a sharp pullback for Hbar to pull back into the below the 61.8, and of course we've been consolidating within this 61.8 for over a month, which is great to see. But always, if you have those questions, those are some things you want to keep in mind, because if we drop below, then that means bears are in control, and we could even come down to the likes of the 18.9 cents. That would be that major support line. But again, I'm not expecting that would happen, but in terms of invalidation, that would be one of them. But do let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But so far, the setup is looking good. I hope we do retest the 27 cents key resistance in the upcoming hours, if not on Monday. I think that would obviously mean quite something, especially getting that close that we want to see. But I'll keep you guys covered, of course, as always. If you have not subscribed, hit that red subscribe button. Come follow me on X. We'll see you later from Crypto ZX, and peace out.